Imagine waking up one morning to find the sky turning dark. The sun, once bright and warm, is hidden behind a thick blanket of dust. Temperatures begin to fall, crops stop growing, animals disappear, and entire civilizations struggle to survive. It sounds like the beginning of a movie. Scientists believe disasters like this have happened more than once in Earth's history. Among them, one mysterious event may have changed the course of human civilization forever. Throughout history, humanity has faced countless disasters, massive volcanic eruptions, deadly earthquakes, floods, and deadly pandemics. But few events have puzzled historians and scientists as much as the mysterious climate disaster that occurred around 536 AD. Many experts describe it as one of the worst years to be alive. Historical records from Europe, the Middle East, and Asia describe something extraordinary. Writers reported that the sun became strangely dim, almost as if it were shining through a permanent fog. Daylight appeared weak, summers became unusually cold, and crops failed across large regions. People had no scientific explanation for what they were witnessing. Many believed it was a sign that the world was coming to an end. For centuries, historians debated these strange accounts. Was it simply an exaggeration, or had something truly extraordinary happened? Modern science eventually provided an answer. By studying ice cores drilled from glaciers in Greenland and Antarctica, scientists discovered tiny particles of volcanic ash trapped inside layers of ancient ice. These layers act like Earth's natural timeline, preserving evidence from thousands of years ago. The findings suggested that a massive volcanic eruption had thrown enormous amounts of ash and sulfur into the atmosphere. Instead of falling back to Earth immediately, these particles spread around the globe, reflecting sunlight away from the planet. As a result, global temperatures dropped dramatically, crops failed, harvest became smaller, and food shortages spread across many regions. For ancient societies that depended entirely on farming, this was a catastrophe. A single failed harvest could mean famine. Multiple years of poor harvests could weaken entire kingdoms. Communities were forced to migrate, the disease spread rapidly across the Byzantine Empire and beyond, killing millions of people. Some historians believe the weakened populations, already suffering from food shortages and economic decline, were far more vulnerable to the outbreak. The combination of climate change, famine, and disease created one of the most difficult periods in recorded history. Entire regions experienced economic collapse, populations declined, and powerful empires struggled to recover. Some researchers believe this chain of events reshaped world history. Kingdoms weakened, trade routes changed, new powers emerged while older civilizations declined. Although historians continue to debate the full impact, there is little doubt that the events of the 6th century left a lasting mark on human civilization. Interestingly, this was not the first time nature had changed history. Thousands of years earlier, another massive volcanic eruption occurred on the island of Thera, now known as Santorini in Greece. The explosion was one of the largest in recorded history. It generated enormous ash clouds and powerful tsunamis that affected nearby civilizations. Some historians believe this eruption contributed to the decline of the advanced Minoan civilization on the island of Crete, although other factors likely played important roles as well. Nature has repeatedly reminded humanity that even the greatest civilizations are not invincible. The ancient city of Pompeii disappeared beneath volcanic ash after the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. The mighty Roman Empire faced repeated environmental challenges throughout its history. Powerful earthquakes have destroyed entire cities within minutes. Tsunamis have reshaped coastlines. Floods have erased communities from maps. Yet every disaster has also taught humanity valuable lessons. Today, scientists monitor volcanoes using satellites, seismic sensors, gas measurements, and advanced computer models. Climate. Researchers analyze ice cores, tree rings, and ocean sediments to understand how Earth's environment has changed over thousands of years. Archaeologists continue uncovering evidence that helps explain how ancient people survived, or failed to survive, these catastrophic events. Modern technology gives us warning systems that ancient civilizations never had. But despite all our advances, nature remains incredibly powerful. A massive volcanic eruption today could still disrupt global air travel, damage agriculture, and affect weather patterns around the world. Earthquakes and tsunamis continue to threaten millions of people every year. Understanding the disasters of the past helps scientists prepare for the future. Perhaps the greatest lesson from history is that civilization is more fragile than we often imagine. Cities, kingdoms, and even empires can rise over centuries, yet a single natural disaster can change their future forever. The mysterious disaster of 536 AD reminds us that history is not shaped only by kings, armies, and politics. Sometimes, the most powerful force is nature itself. A volcano erupts, the skies grow dark, harvests fail, disease spreads, and within just a few years the course of human history changes forever. Even today, scientists continue studying this mysterious period, searching for new evidence hidden in ancient ice, buried ruins, and historical records. Every discovery brings us closer to understanding one of history's greatest mysteries, and reminds us that the next chapter of human history will always depend on how well we understand the lessons of the past. Because sometimes the events that change the world don't begin with a war. They begin with a single eruption, a darkened sky, and a planet that suddenly becomes a very different place.